What's going on, y'all? Y'all tuned in to Tactical Skill and Air Defense. It is your favorite gun on the checking in, Jay Skilly. May God bless you. Continue to take care of one another and get to know the gun laws in your states and around the states when traveling. Hey, y'all. We're going to get on the issue that I believe needs to be talked about. And a lot of people that I follow here on and subscribe to on YouTube talks about this a lot. And the conversation is, why haven't you exercised your God-given right? Let's spit some facts. People know not to drink and drive, but yet they drink and drive. People know not to get high and drive, but people do it anyway, right? One thing about the United States, if they can tax it and they can find a way to tax it, they're going to tax it. So, liquor, you can tax liquor. Now you can tax weed. And since the day of time, they've been taxing firearms here in the United States. Anything they can make money off of, whether it's for your good or for your bad, they're going to make the money. They're going to tax you. So to those who say we need to take the guns out of the United States, criminals don't care about the law. Taking them away from our hands is a real disadvantage to those that go to work, take care of their families, don't bother nobody, but sometimes trouble finds you in the form of getting robbed, a home invasion, different type of things, a mass shooting, um, and so sometimes you get caught in situations that you have no control over, other than trying to get yourself and your family out of the situation, or maybe having to use force to get yourself out of a situation or get your family out of a situation. So I want the best thing that's going to be able to get me out of a situation when it comes to a criminal. Other places like the UK, you can't own a firearm. But hey, if I can't own a firearm, but I'm able to buy a knife, then yeah, I'll walk around with a knife and some pepper spray. That's my only line of defense in another country. But here in the United States, firearms are a way for the United States to make money. If they can make money off of it, they're going to sell it. So people, stop fooling yourselves thinking they can just take away guns. Can they make laws to make it harder to get guns? Yes, they can. Can they make it harder for citizens to in certain states own particular firearms? Yes. Example, California. Example, Chicago recently with banning a bunch of guns that imitates a AR-15 type platform. So yes, they make it harder in some states, yes. But they're not going anywhere because they are being taxed. As long as they can make the tax money off of it, as long as they can make a profit off what you are already paying taxes when you work. So they're getting double dip, double scoop on everything. They already taking taxes out your check. And then they tax you on items that you buy. Groceries, firearms, Walmart, Kroger's, they're all taxing you regardless. So for y'all that think guns are going anywhere, don't be fooled. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. United States is able to tax on firearms. So guess what? Firearms are going to be around for a very, 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 very long time. Going to be around to the day that I'm gone. So with that being said, man, If you're able to go get your CPL in Chicago, your green card, then your CPL, go get it. Do you have to have as many guns as I have? No. My sole purpose of getting into firearms was to get me something to protect myself. Um, and y'all have heard this on my channel before. I was watching the news, and this veteran was driving, stopped at a gas station, and this dude, young man, pinned him up between the frame of the car and his actual door, and beat that older gentleman like he wasn't nothing. Like he did not go across it he did not go across the seas to fight for you. Just the utter disrespect towards people that risk their lives to go fight for us to be able to do what we do today. That's what really got me into firearms, really more to protect myself. But then I became a avid purchaser, and then became a collector, and then it got into the journey of YouTube, and so it has brought me in many different arenas with purchasing a firearm. You don't have to purchase 20, 30 guns. You don't have to. You really only need, if you want to be truthful, 2 to 3. Some type of handgun that you can use if you want one multi-use, or if you just want one to I give you example, the Hellcat. I carry that. I use that sometime as my home defense and also as my EDC. I have a Glock 19 that I use for both at one time. Hellcat Pro I use for EDC and also home defense. I got a Glock 34 that I only use for home defense. So you have to find out what you want to use it for and what the purpose is, or the purpose of using it for, and that's all upon the person. I'm not gonna tell you what to get. That's just some of the stuff that I've carried throughout the years. Canics, Glocks, um, M&P, Smith and Wesson M&P. I carry a variety of firearms. Even a Taurus Judge. I carry that. So you have to figure out what you're willing, what's comfortable for you, and the size that you want to carry. They got the micros now. They got the subcompacts, the compacts, full size, competition. So it's all up on the person as far as a handgun. But I would encourage you first, though, get yourself a handgun that you could probably use multi-purpose, and you the only one that can decide and figure out what you need as far as in that category. Example that I have here, unloaded. And this is no sales of firearms, no modification of firearms on this channel. Let's get that out the way. A Glock 48, which I just picked up the other day. The reason why I picked this one up, it takes 10 rounds. It came with 2, as you can see, followers. 2 10-rounders. I will be carrying this one in restricted states. That was the purpose of this purchase right here. I just got it this past weekend. We'll throw another one out here. Another one. I ain't gonna take it out. Hellcat Pro holds 15 to 17 rounds. Multi-duty. I wouldn't use this for home defense. I do own one of these. Let me take this one out. Something like that. As you see, empty. The M&P Shield. The first version of the M&P Shield. They have the M&P Shield Plus now that holds 15 rounds, 13 and 15 rounds. So you can get. Now I will use the other one as a home defense slash home defense slash EDC. I would use the M&P Shield Plus in that regard. So man, y'all, Stop getting out your minds that guns are going somewhere. They're not going anywhere. Like I said, if the government can tax it and make money off of it, it's gonna be here for a very, 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 very long time. So stop fooling yourselves that guns are going anywhere. Are they making it harder in certain states? Is they making it difficult in certain states? Yes, they are. But they're not going anywhere. LA, Chicago, uh, in a couple more states, they're not going anywhere. They're just going to make it a little bit difficult, a little bit challenging to grab. New York, New Jersey, they're making it difficult to grab them, but you can obtain them. Absolutely, for sure, you can obtain them. And so, with that being said, man, I love you guys. It is your favorite gun owner. Check it out, Jay Skilly. Man, arm yourself. Don't be a victim. Please don't be a victim. If you can go get it, or you know somebody that has firearms, let them take you to the range. Let them teach you the safeties about handling a firearm, and let you get comfortable with a firearm before you go purchase one. But definitely, if you can go get your CPL, you know somebody in your family, or you know friends that own firearms, get in the fire range and get comfortable with at least a firearm, and then eventually get your CPL, get your own firearm, and go from there. And then go to the range with them if you're not still not comfortable, and learn that gun inside and out. Y'all, firearms are not going anywhere. I'm so mind-boggling. It's really mind-boggling that people think guns are going anywhere. They're making money off of it. The United States of America is making money off of firearms. If they can tax it and make money, it's not going anywhere, people. Arm yourself. Stop waiting for the police. Your first responder is yourself and the people in your household. Police are second responders. They call themselves first responders, but they're technically second responders to after the fact. Or if they get there in time during the fact. Well, a lot of times, 80% of the time, they're there after the fact. So I'd rather be my own first responder and be able to defend myself and my family than to not have it and need it. I'm just saying. Man, y'all be safe. Y'all take care of one another. And man, y'all really, really listen to what I'm saying. Firearms are being taxed by the United States of America. If they can tax it, then they gonna sell it. Y'all be safe, man. Peace.